Hello lovelies, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, thanks for joining us. I'm Lolo, and this is Divine Safe Space. Today I'm going to be doing a channeled message for the people who feel like they've been getting extra hate lately, like there's just been negativity projected on you for no goddamn reason. So we're definitely going to be getting into that. First and foremost, please like, comment, subscribe, share, and hype this reading up. And also click the bell so you'll be notified every time I pop out. And if you're interested in booking a personal reading, following my socials, or donating to the channel, the link is down below, my loves. So the two songs that inspired this reading, and they're actually like one party and then the other party. So you are represented by Pretty Girl Rock by Carrie Hilson, like, don't hate me cause I'm beautiful, don't hate me cause I'm beautiful, my walk, my talk, the way I drip, it's not my fault, so please don't trip, literally. And then the other song was Kendrick Lamar, Euphoria, and it was, I hate the way that you walk, I hate the way that you talk, I hate the way that you dress. Like, what the fuck? I feel like that is like the energy that has been projected on you lately. So let's get into the cards that we have. We have Bully, highlights your tendency to intimidate others, helps you confront the inner fears that bully you. The Shadow attribute conceals deep fears behind verbal and physical abuse. So this is giving like the people who are projecting their negativity, their bad vibes, they're like giving you insults for no reason. It's out of deep fear. Like they are literally projecting their own insecurities onto you, and they want to humble you and take you a step down because they're looking up to you, right? And they're like, well, I can't be looking up to you, we need to be equal, so let me take you down a notch so you're also insecure the way that I am. And clarifying this, we have the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, and I think it's because you're really just putting in the work. You've put work into yourself. You've done a lot of personal development. You know who you are, you know what you like, you know what you don't like, you know what your style is. And even if you're still figuring out your style, you know who you are at your core. And I think that pisses people the fuck off, because you are exactly who they think they are. You are exactly who they pretend to be. So to see that you are always 100% this version of you, they're like, how dare you be who I dream of being? How dare you be the mask that I put on? Like, and I feel like people try to humble you to try to get out like this other side of you or something, just to be like, oh, see, they're not who they say they are. They're mean, they're rude, they're blah, 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 blah. Actually, I'm defending myself and you were rude in the first place. So if I need to back myself up and I need to defend myself and that hurts your fucking feelings, then go cry about it. Honestly, quite frankly. The next card we have is Poet, which is funny because the Kendrick Lamar says, I hate the way that you talk. And it's like, this says, expresses soul insights in symbolic language. Shadow attribute turns a lyric gift to negative and destructive effect. It's like people cannot fathom what you're saying sometimes. And they're like, am I really that dumb? Like, why do you make me feel so dumb? Because I don't understand. I'm not connecting the dots. I feel like you articulate your words very well, and it just makes people question their own intelligence, quite frankly. And it's not even your fault that they don't understand, you know, the frequency of your language. But Temperance in reverse, it makes people get off balance. They realize how, like, not centered they are. They realize how, you know, impatient they are, and how just completely imbalanced their life is, quite frankly. I think that you trigger these feelings because it becomes very clear that they aren't, let me pick my words wisely. They aren't at the level that they think they are. Like, these are like people who always think that they're above others, and then they come across you and then they realize, why am I looking up to you? Why am I inspired by you? 432 on the timer. Like, why does it literally piss them off to be inspired by someone? Like, come on. Let's get real with ourselves. And then we have Advocate. Inspires you to put compassion into action. Shadow attribute, embracing negative causes or committing to causes for personal gain. And then we have the King of Pentacles. Yeah, and it's because you advocate for yourself and others. And I think that is what pisses off people the most, is that you know what you stand for. You know your values, you know your belief, and you have like a belief system and morals and a moral code that you live by. And these people have no moral code. They have nothing that is telling them right from wrong. They have nothing that is telling them, you know, where their priorities should be. These people are lackluster, and they just cannot fathom that you really know yourself. Like, the fuck? the fuck is literally all that's coming to mind right now. Like, you are so rooted in yourself. As you see, the King of Pentacles is minding his goddamn business, focusing on his coin, you know, sitting there relaxing. I do see Taurus energy with those bulls. I'm a Taurus, so I'll get that. But it's like, you are not influenced by the outsiders or by outsider opinions, and that is what they cannot fathom. That's why they project so much hate. Like, how do you know what you want to do without everyone else's input? How do you know blah 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 blah? Like, please go get to know yourself. Go to therapy, do some shadow work, do something, because you're living your life for you, and these people are not living their life for themselves. They're living life for others. On the bottom of the deck, we have seeker, thirst for wisdom and truth wherever they are. So that is you. You seek out the truth. You have this thirst for knowledge. You just want to learn. You want to know the proper way to do things. You want to know the politically correct way to speak, or what is not politically correct. And I just feel like people don't get it. People want to live in their little fallacies. They want to live in delusion. They desire a Delulu reality rather than facing the truth, facing the facts, and, you know, adapting and evolving as you move on. We also have the Emperor on the bottom of the deck. So it's like, you are really taking control. You are standing in your power, and you are not backing down. Like, no, this is my opinion. And yes, I will debate with you if you'd like. And yes, I'm open to hearing other opinions. But at the end of the day, I believe myself, and my beliefs are my beliefs, and you're not going to persuade me to do something that does not align with my beliefs. I'm not going to disrespect myself to get that extra coin or whatever it is. It's like, you're not taking any bullshit. This is Aries energy, so that could be significant. Yeah, the Seven of Cups, because people are freaking confused. People are in so much confusion. They don't know what they want to do. They don't know who they are. They don't know where they want to go. They don't know what they believe in. They don't know what their value. Like, come on. And it's like, you've really, Knight of Pentacles, taken the time to figure out, you know, why I'm unfulfilled, what is not working in my life, and you've taken the slow steps to be this reliable person, to be someone that you can rely on, that other people can rely on. And sorry that it's all coming to fruition. Like, what do you want me to do? They want you to apologize for, like, knowing yourself? Like, what in the hell? Yeah, they're just holding back. Like, they have been holding themselves back, and that's why people are watching you with the sunglasses here, watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting. And yes, they want to gaslight you, perception, because they're trying to change the perception here. They want you to start questioning yourself and questioning your worth and all these things. What is this energy for the collective? If this is resonating, please like, comment, subscribe, share, and also hit the bell to be notified every time I pop out. Not enough, frustrated in relationships, lack of confidence, self-sabotage, fear, FIGO issues, jealousy. It is out of jealousy. You make people feel like they're not enough, and it's not even because you're trying to. It's just because they feel like who you are is out of reach for them. They feel like they could never be someone who knows themselves. They can never be someone who has standards. They can never be someone who, you know, works hard on themselves, right? Like, I feel like you've really combated the bully within you, and that's why these bullies just don't even affect you the way that they used to, because you've already bullied yourself more than whatever they have to say, right? Bottom of the deck, stab in the back. Yeah, they want to stab you in the back because they're jealous of you. Literally, deception, shocking attack. And I feel like you're just so surprised. Like, why is all this negativity being projected onto me when I'm a good person? I'm an advocate. I'm speaking positivity into existence. Like, I'm a good fucking person, and all you guys do is fucking bash me. All you guys do is make these sly ass comments for no reason, and it's all out of insecurity. It's because you love yourself, and they can't fathom loving themselves the way that you do. They can't fathom accepting themselves the way that you do. They can't fathom having the motivation to keep pushing on the way that you do, right? You have this determination. Exactly. Yeah, a bunch of cards just fell out. We'll take them. We have the Golden Mirror, self-absorbed, narcissist, one-sided relationship, love bombing, not today, not dealing. Yeah. And it's like, I feel like people are just living completely in denial of who they are, and, you know, how they show up, and why none of their relationships ever work out, why nothing really works out for them, why they have no sense of self, why they always need validation, you know. And I feel like, you know, you might deal with like a lot of narcissistic people who love bomb you and say, oh, you're this amazing person, you know, I want to treat you right, blah, 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 blah. And then they just turn around and freaking stab you in the back. And then the insults come, and then you're like, what? what did I do to even deserve this? And it's just because they feel like you are so much better than them. That's really what it is. Yeah, Phoenix, new phase, rekindle, renew, transformation, growth, changed mind, because you change your mind. You're not 11:11 on the timer. You're not afraid to change your mind. You're not afraid to say, you know what? I may contradict myself compared to who I used to be, but my beliefs are new now. I don't believe that anymore. I don't believe that about myself. I don't advocate for that anymore. That's not part of my values. Like, you're not afraid to change your mind. You're not afraid to evolve. You're not afraid to grow as a human being. Yeah, on the bottom, self-indulgence. And you're focused on yourself, your self-worth. It says shadow work, time to heal, self-appreciation. You appreciate yourself. You've really done the internal work to get yourself to this space. And these people are just... they're just envious that you've really taken the time to do that for you, and that you live for yourself, and that you respect yourself, and that you accept yourself, you know. Bottom of the deck, we have date. So you could be meeting someone new. That could also be why people are getting upset or spewing hate, is because you have so many options in love, or they feel like you have a lot of options, like you could have anyone in love. Yeah, that's what this is really giving me. So let's get some closing messages, and that will be the end of this reading. Thank you so much for being here. Why are they hating so bad? Why are they hating so bad? Vulnerability as a strength, imaginative, compassionate. Yeah, you see your vulnerability as a strength. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the timer. And I feel like this is like you sharing your testimony, or not being afraid to talk about your mistakes or the things that, you know, went wrong in your life. And you're not afraid to take accountability for your wrongdoings, right? And people are just so ignorant and oblivious. Denial on the top. Literally, they're living in denial. They can't fathom how you take accountability. Like, how are you so real? They just don't get it. They don't get it, just because they're so surface level. They're so fake, and so, like, they are motivated by other things than you are. Like, they're motivated by attention and the narrative that's spread and all things like that, but you don't care. And like, people who want to talk shit about things that you did in the past, you will speak about it loud and clear for everyone in the back. Like, you're not ashamed about anything, right? Instigator, messy, hurricane of destruction. Yeah, these people are just instigating. They're super messy. All they do is like cause drama, and they're trying to cause a hurricane of destruction for you, but it's like, you've already been through the trenches. You've already been through harder things. So yeah, beacon of light, spreads joy and ease, light at the end of the tunnel. That is you. You are this light, and that light brings up the darkness in other people. It triggers people because they're like, well, why am I stuck in this energy, and how is this real? And then people want to start questioning you as if you're fake, just because they can't fathom how like real and true to yourself you are. Communicative, brilliant, spacey thoughts. Yeah, you're very communicative. You're brilliant. They think that you are super intelligent, and that's like that poet energy that I was talking about, and that advocate energy. Like, you're super educated in certain things, and you want to make sure that you're educated and that you are, you know, again, being politically correct and stuff like that. Yeah, causing blockages, restraints, triangulation tactic. Yeah, people are trying to cause blockages. They're trying to make your life a little bit harder. You know, like the typical triangulation tactic where, you know, it's you and then them, and then they're like, well, all my friends also say that you're weird. All my friends say blah, 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 making it seem like, oh, it's everyone against you, when really it's them against you, and they have freaking issues. Like, these people are mentally ill. Like, no shame to mental illness, but like, you have to realize when people are not sane and are just trying to cause issues, right? There's no reason to take it personally. I don't know why I knocked on this, but it feels like you might need to do like a cleansing or something. This will be the last card, and then we will get you a fortune. We have destiny swapping, carelessness, shallow. Yeah, these people want to swap destinies with you. They want to be in your position. They want to be respected the way that you are. They want to be popular the way that you are. They want to be seen the way that you are. They want to be admired like you are. Like, that is literally what this is giving. It's like, I want what you want. I'm going to throw a little tantrum because I'm not going to get what I want because I'm so focused on you instead of focusing on my goddamn self. Literally, determination, trust in the unknown. It's because you're determined. I already talked about this with the Eight of Pentacles, and you trust in the unknown, and you are putting in the work even when, you know, you're not getting the instant results. And that's the difference between you and these people, is that they want instant results and little like short-term things that don't actually last long-term, but you are in it for the long term. You're taking the slow and steady route until you receive the fruits of your harvest. period. So let's get your fortune. That will be the end of this reading. Again, please like, comment, subscribe, share, hype this reading, and click the bell to be notified every time I pop out. If you're interested in booking a personal reading, following my socials, or donating to the channel, the link is down below, my lovelies. So we're going to be putting my hand in here and getting us a little fortune. I'm feeling 2. 1 and 2. So the first one we have: a choice made with the heart this week will bloom into unexpected happiness. Lucky numbers 0, 11, 55, 78, and 90. Beautiful. So it does seem like, you know, something is going to be coming to fruition for you. Just follow your heart, follow your instincts, and follow your intuition, and let that guide you with how to, you know, deal with this energy and just cope with it. A door you've forgotten will open again, but you'll knock this time with wisdom. Yes, lucky numbers 3, 45, 70, 89, and 94. I do see 3, 4, 5 here with the 2 first numbers. So yeah, I feel like you are so focused and determined right now, but something that you've forgotten about is going to be opening up for you. And honestly, I love that for you. I truly hope that everything goes well for you. Please stay strong. I'm sending you love. Fuck the haters. Fuck the people that want to break you down. Just remember that happy people don't insult others, and fulfilled people don't kick others when they're down. So thank you so much for being here, and I will see you next time.